Hello, hello. Well, today we're going to do king pose step by step. So don't worry if you're halfway or you never done this position. So we're going to break it down right now, step by step, to find how far you can go, where you are at the moment for your own ability, and how to go for the next step, how muscles you need to improve with the flexibility. Okay, ready to start right now. Welcome to my channel, APG.Studio. My name is Alicia, fitness and yoga expert, and please subscribe to notifications to never miss any content from my channel. No more talking. Let's do it. Let's start first. If your left knee on the floor, right leg forward. And we're trying to stretch front of your left leg, right hip and glutes area. So when you inhale, move back. As you exhale, squeeze your glutes on your left side. Inhale, slowly exhale. It's important you've got your position upright, so avoid stretching too much and bend forward, because that's a compensation. Your hip flexor is not that flexible and your body is going to react by pulling your chest, your torso down. So as long as your position upright, you can try how much you can stretch your muscles. Inhale and exhale without compensation. Inhale and slowly exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And one more. So the king pose, that's the next level for pigeon position, which is all about flexible hips, glutes muscles, and hip flexor quadriceps. It's all about flexibility around your hip joints, muscles, upper part of your legs. Inhale and exhale. Shoulders relaxed. Remember, when you're moving for the stretch, pushing hips forward and down, you're clenching buttocks muscles on your right side now. Inhale and slowly exhale. Inhale and exhale. Maybe two more. Inhale and slowly exhale. Okay, again on your left knee, right leg forward. You need to place your hands on your left side, showing from this position. Your knee is in line with your hip. So it's not here or too much to your right. It's exactly in line with your hip. Okay? And you're trying to move back and forth to again stretch your hips and your legs. Inhale, exhale. If you notice you're pulling shoulders down, got a round back, use something. Could be yoga blocks, yoga bricks. I prefer the yoga bricks. They've got more stability. So you've got your hands higher. Could be anything really to hold your hands higher off the floor to get the right alignment in your spine, nice and flat. Instead, pulling like this, okay? Not round back, but nice and flat. Inhale and exhale. Feel the stretch on your right side. Again, your glutes, your hip area. All the muscles on your lower back. Inhale and exhale. Very good stretch for everyone who has tight muscles in your hip. Inhale and exhale. Maybe one more. Okay, now left leg. So again, checking position for your foot and your knee. Compare where your hip. Inhale and exhale. Watching your lower back. You can try to do this exercise in front of the mirror to see position of your lower back, or even record it from the side to be sure you've got the right position. Okay, if you've got a round back, means your pelvis is tucked under and you're not making all the benefits to stretch your left side. Stretching is here. So that's why we need nice and long spine, because we're tilting pelvis forward. Okay, spine needs to be nice and straight, especially lower back area. So please check, if not now, later on by yourself. Put your phone and record it and see. Okay, sometimes you think, or you've got the feeling, yeah, this is what I'm doing, but when you have a look on the picture, on the video, you're actually surprised what you need to be aware to have position right. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Maybe one more. Okay. Next step is stretching your hips even deeper. So if you're feeling this is, very deep stretch for you, continue on this level. Okay, for now. If you're feeling, yeah, this is really, really strong stretching. So just stay on this level for now. If you find you can feel, yeah, I can stretch my hips and my legs more. So now it's the next step. On your forearms, you're going to bring your left knee just behind your left hand, and you're moving your right leg back. Maybe for now, you've got your hips pretty high. You can't even sit on your foot, which is fine. Just practice previous exercise to prepare your body for deeper stretch, because you need to understand it's not to make your position better, it's to improve flexibility and strength. In this pose, it's all about the flexibility, okay? So if you're holding like this, better to continue previous stretching to improve, to be comfortable with this position, okay? You're not forcing for too much. If you're fine to sit, this is your option. Yeah, I'm comfortable to sit on my foot. Maybe you're more flexible, so you can try cross your left leg to your right, but holding your left hip off the floor. So if I find, yeah, I'm in the middle of sitting on my foot and crossing my leg, use block. Could be folded blanket, could be folded mat to support weight in here, okay? And you're just staying here. Next step is checking how is your flexibility. Right leg, front of your right leg, your hip flexor and your quadricep, by bending your knee and checking if I'm holding my hips the same level, or when I'm bending my knee and I'm pulling foot closer, I'm pushing my hips back, which is the sign from your body is changing alignment because it's too much stretching. So in this case, if you notice, this is what you're doing right now. Keep your legs straight. And again, carry on the previous exercise to improve flexibility in your hip flexor. If you're fine, carry on or even hold. First, you can try opposite hand. So right now, you've got right leg back, so left arm, and check how close is your foot. If you can't reach it, just practice for some time this movement. But as much as you bend your knee and you pull your foot towards to your body, you're pushing your hips down to the floor. That's the way to stretch your right hip flexor. quadricep and your hip flexor, okay? So we're stretching your left hip glutes area and also front of your right leg. So you need to understand is more muscles. That's why people are really struggling with this one, because if muscles tight, front and back, is really hard to hold this position. That's why I've got this stretching as a exercise to improve flexibility. So that's the way to practice and stretch your hip flexor. Okay, so be able to sit on the floor, on the block, or pushing the weight on your right side. So when you've got your cross leg as me, I'm actually pushing my right hip. I'll show you from the front. Pushing my right hip towards to my foot. So my left hip is still off the floor. So I'm holding my hips the same level. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. So if you're fine with your hip flexor, you can try to hold. If you can't reach, people say, yeah, I can use it strap. Yes, you can. But you can do it without strap. Just work with your muscles in your legs, instead putting strain in your upper body. That's my advice. This is what I'm doing with my clients, and they're absolutely fine, and the progress is amazing. So don't need any props, especially if you're a beginner. Just don't bother with too many things around you. Mat, your body, blocks, yeah, fine. But nothing in that, you don't need anything else really. So when you're ready, you've got the right flexibility, you're pushing hips as you're bending your foot, you're bending your knee, try to reach with your left hand first. So opposite leg, opposite arm, and you're trying to pull closer. It is a massive stretch. So again, find your own level in this position. Work with your body and respect your limitations. If you're fine, yeah, I can pull even closer. This is the sign your body is ready. So now left hand front of you, and you're reaching with your right hand. Still pushing hips to the floor. So next step is work with the balance. So now you've got your right leg straight, and you're trying to lift your chest. Inhale, slowly exhale. Inhale and exhale. Please remember, you can stop anytime. If it's too long to doing the stretching, your muscle is not that flexible as mine, you need the break. Just watch the rest, and you can try another day, okay? So this is the way to work. And now, as you reach for your leg, you're pulling closer, and you're trying to lift your left arm. Inhale, slowly exhale. Just off the floor, to play with the balance, to build the strength in your core, to hold good stability as you're trying to lift your arm. So first, I'm gonna be very close to the floor, or later on, you will be able to lift up to the ceiling. If you're ready for this movement, try. Bend your elbow, reach to your opposite shoulder. Maybe you will place your foot in your elbow joint, arm behind, and that's it. So that's gonna happen in a few days. It's a journey. It's a journey because we are all different. How to get up, toes on your right foot to lift your knee and your hips, and slowly change your side. So now right knee, right hand, straight left leg, and checking if I'm comfortable to sit or stretching is just too intense. Again, your body is not ready. Practice just the stretching. Inhale, exhale, the first one, okay? But if you're fine, try to cross and check if you're able to lean to your left side, holding right hip off the floor, or as an adaptation, you can use something. I've got blocks, but as I mentioned, could be anything really. And you're trying, how is your hip flexor on your left? Always one side is more flexible, other one is stronger. So you will find you can go deeper with the stretch on one side, that's for sure, which is okay. So again, just be aware. If you're bringing foot, but you're lifting your hip. Your body wants to flex your hip flexor because the stretching is just too crazy. Okay, or as you're bending your knee, you're actually comfortable to push your hip lower, which is the sign your body is ready for more. So you can try to reach with your hand. Inhale and exhale. Okay, maybe you're ready. Ah, supposed to be first opposite, yeah. After that, the same, my mistake. And try, if you can, pull closer. All right, now we practice how to keep the balance right. Inhale and exhale. You can grab your leg and try. Inhale, exhale. Yes, still holding right hip off the floor. Try to show you from the side. So when I'm bending my knee, I'm not resting on my right hip. I'm holding off the floor all the time. And you can try first, again, just a few inches off the floor. Later on, gonna be higher, up to the ceiling. If you're holding balance, right, try arm, bend, and cross to the other side. As you improve the flexibility in front of your left leg, now you'll be able to bring your foot closer. More flexibility in your upper body, your shoulder, range of movement, and be able to push your hand later on your foot. But avoid sit on your hip. You're holding off the floor. And again, back foot, lift, hips. And slowly relax. Okay, so that's the way to improve your muscles flexibility. So please avoid this approach. I want to be better in this pose. It's not about the pose. Pose just represents where are you at this moment. So I hope that makes sense, okay? So we're not practice yoga for pose sake. We're improving our body with strength and flexibility, and we can explore the pose for the next level, for this deeper stretching or more challenging strength level. Okay, so hopefully that is clear, because it's very important you understand why and how. Okay, why you're doing that? Because we need flexibility in our body, and pigeon pose and king pose is all about super flexible hips, super flexible muscles front of your legs, as well as your glutes and your hip area. So thank you for now. Another session, we're going to break it down, the advanced poses. You can find where is your level for now and how to progress from this point without forcing your body for too much and without feeling, disappointed. I can do this. You can, but this is your journey. This is your option for this pose for now. And as much as you practice, you will improve everything and you're gonna be comfortable and ready for more advanced position. Okay, so thank you for now. If you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. And again, please subscribe if you're watching first time and turn on notifications so never miss a single video from my channel. Bye guys.